Hello, welcome to the JAV Show. This is Jorge.
And this is Viv.
And this week we got a filler episode. So this isn't related to our weeks. It's just one we just chat and chill.
And hang out. And yeah, it'll be fun.
Alright, so this week we're doing Would You Rather questions.
Nice.
The first one is, would you rather find true love today or win the lottery next year?
Instant answer. I'd rather win the lottery next year.
Damn. I wouldn't I would probably choose the same, but I wouldn't instant answer it.
The reason why is because if I win the lottery next year, then financially I'm set for the rest of my life. Whether or not I find my true love today or ever, it doesn't really matter to me.
I see.
But I still would like to reach financial freedom at some point in my life. And so if I win the lottery next year, that's said and done.
Maybe.
Whether I find my true love today or never,
Yeah.
it doesn't really affect
Alright, here's
my bigger goals.
Here's a twist I'll throw into you. There's a 60% chance
Okay.
your true love's a billionaire.
No, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
The 40% that it's not, I still would lose out on a goal that is already mine.
Is
currently.
to win the lottery.
No, having like financial freedom. Winning the lottery will allow me to have that, but
Yeah.
finding true love or not, I don't give a shit.
God damn. Not romantic at all.
I am a romantic, but in life, I feel like you just have to have some goals and some priorities, and
That's true.
finding true love is not a necessity. But for me, having financial freedom is almost a necessity.
Do you think your answer would be the same like 20 years from now?
Yes.
30 years from now? Like, do you think there's a time in your life where your answer won't be the same anymore?
No, I don't think
Oh, really?
I care enough about having a true love or a partner for that to ever really matter to that degree.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I think
'cause my perspective is that if you're not fully okay with being alone, then there's some part of you. I get why people want to find a partner. I get that it's like max meaning life. It's like an ultimate cheat for life. I get that it like improves your health and all that stuff if you have a good partner.
Yeah.
But for me, I personally think that I should be happy and be willing and accept to be alone for the rest of my life.
Oh, that cheddar.
And that's how I would define truly being happy independently than wishing that one day I met somebody. I feel like if I banked on meeting somebody or finding a partner, then it's something that's kind of out of my control. But also in the case that I don't, then my life will always feel like it's in a place of lack. But if I don't have that perspective to begin with, that a partner is not a necessity and it's not something that I need in life, then I will never be in a place of lack, regardless if I find one or not.
I would agree with the win the lottery, but I think if you ask me this question, say like 25 or 30 years from now, I would probably pick the other one.
Why?
I don't know. I think at that
Because
time,
money doesn't really matter at that point.
at that time of my life, it's like I can't bring this to my grave no more. You know what I mean?
I see.
I'd probably, I hopefully, if I haven't been in a relationship through that next 20, 30 years, and then I had to answer this question, I'd be in a state where it's like I'm pretty well off by then.
Yeah.
So then I'd be like, fuck it. I just,
Oh, that makes sense.
I made my own money. I know how to make my own money now. I don't really need the like. It's always nice to make the extra payday.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter at that point.
But I think at that point in my life, I would pick the other.
I can for sure see that.
I think 25. Like I think if you ask the same question 25 or 30 years from now, I think it would probably be the other. But right now, it would probably be the lottery.
I can see that for sure.
Yeah.
Like in 20, 30 years from now, yeah, you're financially stable. More money doesn't really mean much. But then if you're doing that all alone, then finding your true love would significantly increase your quality of life in a way that money can't.
But does that still mean your answer's the same?
My answer's
It'll always be lottery.
The answer's still the same though.
Cold-hearted. Would you rather lose your sight or your memories?
Oh shit.
Oh, right? That's what I'm saying.
Oh shit, that's
yeah. It's kind of nice to see, you know.
Yeah,
I can only braille so much.
I've mentioned before in like previous conversation that if I ever lost my sight,
Kill yourself?
I think I would be a terrible disabled person or handicapped person.
No, I think you'd just be like
because Well, that. But I think my mental and my attitude towards life would be so cynical, and I would be so negative that if I lost my sight, which I think is a huge one, because if you can't see, you're fucked. If you like spin around in a circle 3 times, you're fucked.
Yeah.
If you lose your cane, you're fucked. If you don't have your dog, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You go in some place that you don't actually know, like you walk into some neighborhood you don't really know.
Yeah.
Take one left turn and you kind of forgot that you took the left turn. You're fucked.
Yep.
You have to rely on someone for the rest of your life. I would absolutely hate that. But to forget my memories, I think that's also goes towards not really knowing who you are too.
Yeah.
And I think that would be a really confusing life. But in the same notion, I think I would rather lose my memories than lose my sight.
Damn.
The reason being is because if I lost my sight, I would feel so fucking helpless in the world, and like I would need to depend on people all the time, or I would feel lost so often.
Yeah.
Versus if I lost my memories, the only part of me that would be sad about losing my memories is the part of me that remembers that I
Lost
had
your
memories to lose. But that part
true.
wouldn't exist in that state.
Yeah.
So I would just be happy-go-lucky, no memories, Viv, you know?
The problem isn't
At least I had people to see.
the problem isn't the destination. The problem is having to make that choice. The would you rather.
Yeah.
That's the hard part. I don't think. Oh fuck yeah, losing your sight's fucking rough.
Yeah.
You do save on some stuff. I mean, you don't pay for electricity or lighting.
But you're never going to do anything.
You never have to turn on your lights when you go home. Essentially,
You can't lift or do anything anymore. You can't play sports.
I've seen some blind guys at the gym.
How?
I mean, they just do treadmill and they do the machines.
Fuck, that's so confusing.
Yeah, but
Imagine
they
you take the wrong step,
Oh,
you step
okay.
on an open treadmill and you fucking go flying.
Well, most blind people aren't like fully blind, right?
Okay, just say you're fully fucking blind.
Fuck, my life was just.
I never see the sun ever again. I never see Lumi.
Oh, that my Daredevil arc. Nah, yeah, I'd probably have to lose my memories. I mean, losing your sight is so rough. Like all of your sight, that's pretty rough.
Yeah, I think so too.
Rough. But man, my memories, they're mine though. That's a shit one. That's a sad one. But yeah, I would probably.
Memories
go
is pretty tough.
memories.
But if you don't remember that you lost your memories, if that makes sense, or what memories you did lose, then I don't think it would be that hard on the other side. It's harder to be on the side that remembers that you lost your memories than the side that doesn't know your memories ever really existed.
That's true. That's true. This one I think is hard-ish, but I don't know. It's just a little weird. So would you rather give up air conditioning and heating for the rest of your life or give up the internet for the rest of your life?
Give up the internet. Or sorry, heating.
Dude.
AC. I'd rather give up AC than internet because I feel like if you're devoid of access to the internet, then you're going to have a really hard time the more technology advances.
True. But
And
you might just die.
And with my career, I think it would also take a huge plummet.
But you might die.
So be it.
With no AC or heating.
Like electrical AC, like I'm not even allowed to use a fan. Use a
no
fan. It's
AC, no heating. I mean, you can use a hand fan.
Okay. I can't.
You pretty much live in the boonies.
Okay.
No heating.
But I got fast ass internet.
You got that fucking.
Yeah.
You got that fast ass fucking. You can stream anything you want. It's just fucking sometimes 40
I'll
degrees
have
out.
the most insulated house ever.
Dude, I don't care how fucking insulated your house is when it's minus 40 out.
Use cow dung.
Sucks. God damn.
I watched these videos on social media where it's this African lady in Africa who talks about the many uses of cow dung and how essentially the cows over there, all they eat is grass and nothing else. So their poop doesn't really smell like poop, apparently. It just smells like freshly cut grass or something like that because their diet is strictly just grass and hay.
Her nose are fucked.
I know, probably. But they use it to build their huts and to put on their floors and to use it to make plates and stuff like that. Like they use it for fucking everything.
I would not go down that route, but
And over there, I remember watching a video where she replies to a comment that someone made, and that person was like, "Why do you live in a hut made out of cow poop? Like, why don't you build your house with more modern technology and modern materials?"
Yeah.
And she said, "Why would I pay more to live in a house with all that modern stuff when cow dung naturally stays cool in the summer because of whatever the fuck it's made out of and whatever, however it works.
It's just dense. It's just it's just how
dense
it
or
works.
something. It was like, why would I pay more if it keeps me cool in the summer and it keeps me warm in the winter naturally? So I'd imagine if I were to give up air conditioning or heating, I'm not saying I would use fucking cow shit.
There's ways.
There's ways around it.
You're right.
But if you're without the internet in this modern day and age,
you can't even figure
you'd
out the
be
ways.
fucked.
Yeah. No, that's true. With the internet, you could like figure out how to make like a fire stove
shit.
at home to like heat up your entire house.
Yeah.
Or some like water method to cool your house down.
Yeah. Have pipes all around your house. You heat up that water. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm sold. I'm sold on the give up on AC and heating and just have internet. The web will figure out. Reddit will figure out how all my issues I have.
You put it on Reddit, people will consistently try to improve your issue.
Yeah, that's true. They'll figure out things you don't even know is wrong.
Yeah,
and then they'll fix those for you.
People fuck with karma.
Exactly. All right, next one. Would you rather buy 10 things you don't need every time you go shopping, or always forget the one thing that you need when you go to the store?
Always forget the one thing that I need.
Oh yeah.
I think my dislike for having useless shit and unnecessarily junk in my place or in my space is way more than the grief I'll ever feel about forgetting to buy that one thing. Just go make another trip.
What if you had to go and like you're making steak and you forgot the beef?
And I forgot the steak?
Yeah.
I'll just make something else. Over, you come home, you have like 10 giant ass blow up ducks in your room. Every single time you need to buy something, oh my god.
So I think I would pick the first one actually. I would do the 10 things you don't need, even though I do hate extra junk, but then I would find a way to use those 10 things later.
Okay. Let's say today you're making your dinner.
Yeah.
You're like, oh fuck, I need a little bit more. Or no, okay. Yeah, today you're making your dinner. Okay. Oh shit, I forgot to buy my steak.
Yeah.
You go out to buy steak.
Yeah.
But you come back. You have one giant blow up duck.
Okay.
Okay. You have a track. No.
I mean, I'm at the grocery store, right? It has to be stuff I can buy at a grocery store, I assume.
Yeah, a blow up pool duck.
Okay.
Okay. You have a giant wicker basket for laundry. Okay. I assume you have your own laundry ready. You have a...
Can it be like food stuff?
Why are these two useless?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, it can't be just food stuff too. Like, if I'm going to like No Frills, I literally can't buy anything but food.
You don't have allergies for anything, right?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't. Like, if I went to No Frills, there's nothing but food. Right.
Let me see.
I have to go to very specific stores.
You got a giant bag of candy.
Yeah, that would be annoying.
You...
I feel like
have a giant 4-kilo bag of cheese.
Okay.
That's gonna go bad soon. I don't know.
Yeah,
like, just name 10 things that are completely useless. A fucking hassle.
I just feel like knowing my life and knowing how I like treat calories and shit, I'll find a way to figure out how to make it work. Crazy. You know what I mean? Like I'll just like whenever I buy, for example, too much potatoes, I'll find a way to use all of it. Regardless if it's me or if I bring it to a potluck, I'll figure out something to do with it.
Okay.
That's why I was like, oh, maybe I'll do the 10 things you need to do.
Let's say it's Superstore. You know how they have kids' toys there?
Yeah, but that's like that means I'd have to specifically not go to Superstore.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like I'd have to like always go to like No Frills or
cat food. Get a giant bag of cat food.
Without a cat. That'd be rough, I guess. I guess Tara's eating cat food for the next little bit. I guess I have to get a cat now.
Yeah, that's the solution.
I just feel like, okay, if we're talking about like very normal food stuff, but I don't need it.
Yeah.
I think I can figure out a way to work around that.
I could see if it's a food thing.
Yeah. Like even if it's
absolutely grotesque.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could find a way.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I could like find a recipe
10 pounds of mayo.
Guess like we're making the Filipino fruit salad thing. I guess I'm making that. Bring it to a potluck. Boom. Half of that's gone already.
Disgusting.
So yeah, I think I would probably do the 10 things. I don't know. The way I live my life, I feel like I'll find a way to use everything. Like I use every last thing in my freezer. Like there's nothing there I won't use. So
I can see that.
But maybe there's nothing there I don't use because I buy all the right things. so that might fuck up
10
everything.
pounds of ranch.
Yeah, guess ranch pizza. Ranch sauce for everything I eat.
It's crazy.
I mean, at least if I do the 10 things I don't eat every time, I could do one of those like
The craziest garage sale anyone has ever seen.
Or like, you know, the like make meals for homeless people shit.
Oh,
You like ranch, don't you? Here's a lot of fucking
here's
ranch.
10 pounds of it.
I mean,
I just want a burger, man. Please
eat all 10 pounds. Yeah, I don't know. At least I could give some shit away if I did buy stuff I didn't need. I feel shitty about it, but man, I forget that one thing every time. Can you imagine going to the store 7 times in one day, not remembering to get steak every fucking time?
Basically, if it's your main thing, you can never buy it because every single time you go, you forget.
Yeah.
Shit, that would be a pain.
Can you imagine you're only missing one ingredient every fucking time? Fuck, I made chili without beef again.
I went back to the store to pick up the beef, but I forgot.
Yeah.
Because it was still the main thing. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like having too much shit would annoy the shit out of me.
Yeah, fair enough. Would you rather never be able to go during the day or at night?
At night.
Really? Never see stars, never see... I mean, in Edmonton, you're able to be home by 4 in winter.
That's okay. I need the sun.
That's true. I think me too for the day because I feel like I can't see half the shit at night anyways. At least when you're in a city, it's really just like city lights, but that's about it.
And if you can't go during the day, then most things are closed at night, so you're kind of fucked.
You know what sucks? If you can't go during the day and you work a night shift.
Oh shit! Literally just work and die.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I think it's during the day. I think that one's the easy one. All right, would you rather be an extra in an Oscar-winning movie or the lead in a box office bomb?
Ooh.
I think I'd rather be an extra. I'd rather be part of something cool and like be able to like, you know, talk to people and tell them about it instead of just being like a lead in a random shit movie.
I think so too. I feel like with social media as another form of marketing, if you're a lead in a box office bomb and people have somewhat heard of it, then you're gonna be a running meme for a while. I'm thinking specifically
Nicolas
like Rebecca
Cage?
Black.
Oh, I was thinking of Nicolas Cage.
Oh yeah, or Nicolas Cage. Like
But he has
people will
both.
know you, but no one really gives a shit at that point.
Yeah.
But if you're an extra in an Oscar award-winning movie, then if you get another role, people will be like, "Oh, hey, I kind of recognize that person," and you become kind of a familiar face in the industry. I feel like you'd get more value out of that than being a lead role in a box office.
Yeah, I think so too. I also think if you're not an asshole, at least being an extra in an Oscar-winning movie, like people kind of like the Oscar winners or like the lead people, they'll kind of know you, at least your name and shit. And, you know, they're more inclined to work with you and stuff.
I agree. And you
makes
get
you
more
more of a draw.
opportunities that way than if you got a lead and you completely fucked it up.
Yeah, I mean, it
Or
could
even
be
if the story gets completely fucked up, then I think it would still affect your acting career in some sense.
There's only one scenario, is if it's the movie is so bad that it becomes like a cult movie.
Oh,
you know, like
the
one of
Green
those?
Lantern
or whatever. Like there's a bunch out there where it was so bad that there's like case studies built off of it, and like you literally become something from it.
That is sad.
That's the only scenario I can think of being a lead in a box office bomb. Like that's the only way I can steel man that side.
People mention the movie and you're like, can you not mention the movie, or can you not say I starred in it, please?
That's my twin.
Yeah.
It's not me. Would you rather wear the same socks for a month or the same underwear for a week?
That's disgusting. I'd rather wear the same socks for a month. I feel like if anyone picked the latter, you're disgusting.
I agree with the same socks for a month, but they're both pretty gross.
They are both pretty.
Because if you do any sort of running, your socks get pretty rank too after a while. So they're pretty wild. The only saving grace is that in the winter, you could kind of save yourself with the socks part.
Yeah.
But I guess in no time of the year does the underwear save yourself.
If you're a really sedentary person who just stayed home for an entire month, just wear socks around the house, I feel like that could also be not as gross. You should definitely change it, but it's definitely not as gross as in any other scenario of you wearing the same underwear for a week.
Dude, what if you played volleyball every day?
That's
and
disgusting.
you had the same socks.
Imagine if you were also traveling
Oh, I mean, I feel like that's like a have to for some people when they're traveling.
for the
Maybe-
whole week without washing it,
that's
or having clean. Like going on a plane, you're moving around. Maybe you go to a hot place.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
I
disgusting.
mean, it'd be pretty gross if it's hot. If it's a cold place, at least feels less shitty. Like, what if it's a cold place and you can like kind of freeze your underwear without freezing your balls too much?
Disgusting.
It'll kill all the bacteria at least.
That's disgusting.
Would you rather always have BO and not know it, or always smell BO on everyone else?
Oh God, I'd rather smell BO on everyone else.
Same here. I feel like having BO, it just feels weird. I don't know.
I feel like if
My
you,
judgment.
I agree. I feel like if you didn't smell good, then it's such a turn off.
Yeah, but then your nose are fucking destroyed now. smell
But not
BO on everyone
everyone. I would
You
imagine.
smell it on everyone else.
I would imagine though that even with this question, that doesn't
Yeah.
mean everyone has BO.
No,
It's just the
but-
people who have BO you
but-
would smell.
If like, I would also imagine your nose is more sensitive, so you can always smell it.
You think everyone stinks, or everyone's
I think
Body
I think
odor
there's
stinks?
a spectrum of stink.
okay?
So everyone can like, maybe some people stink a little less, a little more.
I would imagine that's the case too.
But then you always smell it. You know what I mean?
Let me become an introvert.
You just it's like living in India.
All right. We're never gonna get a sponsorship ever.
But I guess
If we
your
ever
nose,
get a sponsorship from this podcast in like a year or a couple years or whatever the fuck, they're gonna come back to this podcast specifically, and we're gonna get canceled.
what's your problem with India?
Do you remember back in 2024 when you hated on the entire Indian race?
I mean, I assume that only certain parts of India smells bad. And I also assume your nose kind of gets used to it after a while.
I would assume
With anything
every ethnicity has something that smells bad. Like Chinese people have stinky tofu or durian, if that's Chinese.
Yeah, but that's like a food, not a culture.
I do not associate with this racism.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe your nose just gets used to it, so it's not that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, do you think there's something scientific to it? I think it's just like they just eat more spices, right?
I would say what people are talking about when they talk about
Yeah. Go on.
this stereotype. It could be the amount of onions.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
I thought it was like the
Or
spices.
spices. But I think it's mostly the onions, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Onions and garlic, the heavy use of it.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Like Asian people use onions quite a bit.
But not to the same extent.
You think so? Do you think there's something scientific? Should we go on a scientific
Yes,
quest on this
please.
one? Why? Dude. All right.
I feel like, yeah, if you smell like BO all the time, no one's going to want to be around you. And also, it's just a turn off in
All
general.
right.
when you
Let's
smell.
clearly Reddit knows what's up. Is there any scientific basis to the stereotype Indian smell? Someone says it's the diet, spices, onion, garlic, etc. This applies for Pakis and Afghanis too, since their food also contains similar basic ingredients, i.e. all the heavy spices, onion, garlic, ginger. Patel with Amazon, blah, 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 blah. Let's see. Oh, let's hear this Reddit story. I'll tell you a story. I used to watch Travel and Living channel regularly in the past and had a dream to try Asian, I mean Chinese, Korean, Thai, street food once in those countries because they look so alluring to watch on the TV. So I finally went to Malaysia once on a holiday and visited a place called Jalan Alor in Kuala Lumpur, which is famous for its Chinese food, street food. But guess what? Once I stepped down from my cab and entered the street, I couldn't venture beyond a few meters because the stench was so unbearable. It's not like the place was dirty. It was a perfectly clean food street with many open-air restaurants and a lot of white people eating in those restaurants. But I simply couldn't eat anything there because there's an unbearable smell that was nauseating. And no, it wasn't durian, but a peculiar nauseous smell. I was wondering why I was not at all able to tolerate that smell, but so many white and Chinese people were eating like there was nothing. I just realized that as humans, we are used to certain specific set of smells, and each of the spices or the fat and oil that we use in cooking lets out unique smell for each type of spice or fat. It's just that we are used to living in India, and so use the smell of curry, and that is not. Oh, this guy's Indian. That is not normal smell for us, and we don't even notice that. For a white guy who has never visited the subcontinent, this smell of curry might be offensive to him. Just like how the smell of the Chinese street food was offensive to me.
Jabs.
Oh shit! This guy's just what the fuck? This guy's just fucking shitting on other places, dude. He's just going all out on us. But yeah, I guess we're just not used to it. Maybe.
Yeah.
I think it's just the heavy spices. It's just very particular, and I mean, I know for sure like some Muslims can't use like deodorant, or I guess gelatin-based deodorant.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like some of them just don't use any. It feels like. Just saying.
How do you think that contrasts, and why do you think Korean people have that gene where they don't release BO?
Maybe it's all the kimchi they eat. I have no idea. Maybe it's not genetics. You think it's a genetic thing?
I think genetics can play a part because there are some people that are naturally stinkier than others.
Oh,
but
got that stinky genes.
Yeah, but I would imagine that your diet does do a lot for it too.
I think it's diet. I think it's maybe it's a combination of diet and digestion.
Yeah, I would say digestion.
Like if you have
genetics.
really good digestion and you eat something that normally would make other people stink, it just doesn't do it for you because you just like process
maybe
that better.
yeah, like your gut bacteria is a lot better.
So Indians just have shitty gut bacteria?
Nah, I think it's the diet, or maybe I don't know.
I think it's a combination. Honestly, I feel like it's weird because when you eat, like when you smell curry, it smells amazing.
Mm.
I mean, at least when I eat it, I don't have any issues in terms of change of my BO and stuff.
Probably is diet because you know how if you eat a lot of asparagus, your pee is supposed to stink.
Yeah.
Then I would imagine that for certain people, if they eat a lot of onions and garlic, then it's gonna smell like pungent and.
Maybe it's not just the onion garlic. Maybe it's so much fiber in their diet, and the fiber you can't break up. So maybe it's just like shit.
You're saying they smell like shit?
No. But I'm just saying like you can't process that as much. I think.
Are there no other diets that are full in fiber?
No, there are, but their food, because there's so many people there that are vegetarian too. They just eat so much fucking vegetables.
Like more than anyone else in the planet?
More than anyone else. I'm not sure actually. What's a white vegetarian diet look like? It can't just be salads and steamed broccolis.
It's like cauliflower rice and people who eat shit.
Yeah, but
that,
like
right?
I assume no, there has to be some other shit. Like for example, an Asian vegetarian diet would have more tofu and stuff in it.
Yeah.
Right? But for Indians, I swear it's just straight up veggies. Like their vegetarian curries are just straight veggies, chickpea, all that shit. Mm-hmm. And it's all like super, super high in fiber.
Yeah.
I'm curious on that too.
I don't know what white people eat. Probably potatoes.
Yeah, not very high in fiber. Mm-hmm. At least like plain potatoes. But I feel like white vegetarian people, I feel like they end up eating like Indian food or something. Like at least in North America, they just end up eating like Asian or other spiced vegetarian food.
Yeah, I would say they do get a lot of inspiration from a lot of other places.
Like, is tempeh, that's not Asian though, I guess. But that's not like, I wouldn't say Caucasian either. It's not European Caucasian. Either. It's like maybe Middle Easternish thing.
They make like lettuce tacos and shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think, it's probably a spice. I think it's the combination. But
it's a combination.
I think everyone also knows what I'm talking about. It's not just me, guys. Come on. Don't fucking lie to yourself, okay? All right, next one. Would you rather spend a week in the forest or a night in a real haunted house?
Week in a forest. I feel like I'm not the type of person that easily gets scared about your general things. Yeah. About general things that happen in your day-to-day life or even watching horror movies. I used to love watching horror movies. I just don't really that often more because I don't find it as entertaining. But I'm actually really scared when it comes to haunted.
Dude, haunted houses are scary as
houses or haunted anything, or when it comes to real ghosts and shit like that. So I would not do that at all. Spending a week in a forest, I'd imagine, if you're equipped enough, then it's just like you're camping.
Suicide Forest.
What?
Suicide Forest.
Fuck yeah, best of both worlds.
Dude, that'd be scary as fuck.
That would be so fucking scary. I would sleep. I'm not religious, but in those cases, I'm fucking religious. I would sleep with a fucking Buddha statue.
Dude.
And I'd wear a gunyam and everything.
I'd dig my own grave.
I bring Lumi with me too. She just goes off barking all the time. Like, please!
I just dig my own grave, seal the hole, be like, I'll be back in a week. If I die, I die. At least my grave's already dug. Yeah, I think I would rather do the forest than haunted house. Haunted house is scary, man. A real haunted house, like, I think people like sometimes say they've been to a quote unquote haunted house, but I think some of them are like legit and some of them are like, minor fables. Like, you know, like being haunted by Casper is one thing, and then being haunted by like a real ghost is another thing, right? You know what I mean?
Or possessed or followed and
that shit's
shit.
wild.
Or
like
cursed.
Yeah. Like Casper's just whatever.
Too freaky.
I do feel like there's like different temperament in ghosts. So there's some ghosts where it's like you're there, it's a little spooky, but it's like, you know, only happens during a certain time. It's very chilled. It's very like set. And then there's like the, oh shit, you're gonna fucking die. You know?
I agree.
You're gonna see some shit at night. It just feels like at that one night, I wouldn't even be able to sleep.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I might have to wear a diaper.
I'd be so fucking scared the entire night.
Yeah.
I would just hold Lumi the entire time. Just stay in the corner.
Dude, she's holding you. She's scared as fuck.
Go under the blanket.
Yeah.
Have some religious artifacts near me the whole time.
Dude.
Just count down the hours. Have an anxiety attack the whole time.
I'd believe in any god at that point.
Yeah, me too. But I'm kind of scared about the Bible just because of all the Caucasian or Western horror movies that I watch.
Oh.
You see a fucking cross go upside down, you're fucked.
You're not scared of like Vishnu or anything? What if like an elephant with 8 arms show up?
You're right. But perhaps it's because I haven't watched enough Asian horror movies.
Yeah.
I'm sure they probably have something maybe potentially to do with Buddha, but I feel like there are a lot more Caucasian American horror movies that have to do with the cross and the Bible and holy water and shit like that. So I feel like that would scare me still.
Speaking of Indian stuff, I wonder what like a Bollywood horror movie would be like. You know what I mean? So the ghost shows up and all of a sudden it's dancing and shit.
All of a sudden it's a musical.
Yeah.
They try to banish the ghost and they fall down five flights of stairs because they're so dramatic.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden everyone starts dancing. The ghost starts dancing. The nice Bollywood musical.
It's colorful too.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there are Indian scary movies, but
oh yeah, for sure.
I'd be intrigued to see how like similar it is to other Asian.
Can you Google it just to see what it could possibly look like?
Yeah, 100%. Let's see. Indian scary movie. Oh, they look just like our scary movies, don't they? At least the front cover. Oh, except for that mustache would be kind of funny. The Indian mustache.
That is fucking racist, dude. Anyone can have a mustache.
I mean, this Indian ghost thing looks scary as fuck. Chahordi? Oh, dad. Yeah, this looks actually just as scary as our shit.
Yeah.
Definitely not Bollywood, like I was imagining.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, what's that? That's kind of Bollywood. 20 best horror movies in Hindi. It's this lady on this grand red chair, but then the amount of red in that photo kind of looks like it could be a Bollywood set.
Maybe that's something I gotta do with Joyce one of these weekends. Watch an Indian scary movie.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's any Muslim scary movies where they don't believe in that shit. Because Allah's too strong? Muslim scary.
Oh, Jesus Christ, this looks worse.
Oh my god, this looks scary as fuck.
Yeah, holy shit.
They're wearing the hijab too and everything. And it's scary.
Can you search up Chinese?
I mean, Chinese. Have you never ever seen any Chinese scary movies?
Not really, no.
It's.
Oh, Juan.
Okay, never mind. Fear does not. Fear transcends race. It's all scary. No matter what race we go to, what culture we go to, it's scary as fuck. Okay, how about this? Australian. They're a happy-go-lucky bunch. Yeah, this is not scary
at all. What the fuck?
This just looks like They
Looks like you're lost in the wild. You're gonna find a kangaroo, and they're like, "That's the worst thing that could ever happen." This is everything we've just searched up. It has to do with actual paranormal horror shit.
Australian scary movie does not look
You're
as
lost
bad
in
as
the
everything
outbacks.
else. How about South African? Would it be like Chappie on like roids or something? South African looks scarier than Australian.
It says SA horror movie. Does that mean sexual assault?
I don't know.
Oh, South African. Oh shit.
Yeah, exactly what we searched. I know like Nordic ones are pretty scary too.
Oh really?
Let's see, like Swedish. I mean, I think they're more mindfucky though. Like Midsomner, that was fucking crazy. That was so mindfucky.
Oh really?
Oh, how about Mexican?
Well, I imagine Mexican would be kind of freaky.
Mexican scary movie.
Yeah, looks like. How about Finland or Sweden? The happiest places on earth.
It's very like tome runes and all that shit there. Like the Viking
Yeah.
shit. It feels
Looks
like.
alright.
Is there anywhere that you think they don't even have scary movies? You think?
North Korean.
Dude, that itself is a scary movie, no?
It just shows daily life.
It's just a documentary. I wonder if Russian has scary movies. Russian scary movie. Oh Jesus. Oh, dude, this shit feels real. Like how big Russia is, it just feels like it's not even fake.
Oh yeah.
Like it could happen.
Yeah.
It's one of the places.
I feel like in my mind, Russia doesn't take as much space on planet Earth
As we think. Yeah.
as we think.
I mean, we did the map thing before.
Yeah.
Like
it's
Russia wasn't
massive.
that big, but I mean, Africa was massive.
Yeah, Africa is massive.
Absolutely huge. All right, well, forest it is, I guess. I mean, hope you don't die in the forest, but I mean,
Yeah.
I'd rather die in the forest than get haunted,
Yeah, me too.
than get possessed or like fucking some demonic shit.
Or fucking sure.
Would you rather find a rat in your kitchen or a roach in your bed?
Rat in my kitchen.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. Holy shit.
Yeah,
I'd be so paranoid every single time I sleep. If I feel a little bit itchy, I'd be like, oh my god, it's a fucking roach.
sleep
There's
with,
more.
you know how people are like in gangs and shit, they sleep with like one eye is half open or something?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, if I ever saw a roach in my bed, that's me now. I'm gangster now. Sleep with my eyes half open now.
Yeah, anytime you feel anything slightly weird, like a weird chill
Yeah.
or a little itch, I'd be like, it's a fucking roach. Oh my god, oh my god. And I
Well-
don't think I'd be fully comfortable in my bed anymore.
I think if I ever saw a roach in my house, I'd probably get a couple cats
Oh yeah.
or more dogs or something that would actually.
You see
kill
one
shit.
roach, I come over the next weekend, you have 10 cats.
Dude. I honestly think
I went to the grocery store.
if I saw a roach in my house, if me and Taro sat down and we saw a roach, I think Taro would run away. I don't think Taro would kill it. He would look at it, he'll bark, and then we'll start skittering towards it, and he'll just book it. Just like, fuck this shit, man. You're on your own.
Maybe would do the same thing.
Yeah, he's.
I don't think she would run necessarily, but she would go like near it and smell it, but then eventually she would be like, oh, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
And leave.
it's a scary shit.
Mm.
Yeah, he's a little scaredy cat. But-
There was a dog that was running towards you.
Yeah.
Would Taro protect you at all?
As far as his bark can get,
Mm,
once his bark fails, I think he would. I think I'd
Run
have to
behind you?
protect him. I think it's the opposite. I think I'd have to protect him from
I
the dog.
see.
Yeah. I think it's a sacrifice an arm or a leg or something situation.
At dog parks, whenever a dog is just like excitedly running towards me, Lumi always gets in front of me, like always.
Oh,
And
really?
starts to bark at them and growl and stuff like that.
I know. I think Taro would, but then I think at like a certain distance, wherever that X distance is, he'll realize like he can't do shit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I think that would be what happened with Taro.
I can see that. But if it was like literally anything else, like if it was a vacuum cleaner, Lumi would like run.
Yeah. Oh really? She doesn't
Yeah.
bark at it?
No, Taro bark.
Taro
Taro
barks
fucking
at
runs
it.
and hides.
Dude, Taro's so brave sometimes. Like when I'm cutting the grass, he'll still bring the ball to me while I'm like shredding the fucking grass in front of him.
I don't know if that's brave. I don't know if I would call that brave.
I'm like, Taro, what the fuck are you doing? But other times he's scared as shit. But he would always try to bark. Like in general, he'll always like that's his first defense mechanism. It's just to like bark at something to try to get it to go away.
He has big voice.
Yeah, but he's just so tiny, and I think at times he knows it. Like I think one time at Joyce's house, whenever he sees like the cats are usually up really high, so he
Mhm.
can't really hang with them. But then when they're on the ground, he'll like try to like go up to them and like bark at them and shit.
Yeah.
I think he wants to play with them, right?
Yeah.
And then I think one time he was downstairs. We were upstairs eating. He was downstairs, and then I think he saw one of the cats, and he started barking at the cat. And then I think the cat like swiped at him, and then he started running away and started crying. and then he started like half crying, half barking, and then half crying again, and then half barking.
I'm emotional.
Yeah, and then I had to come down and grab him. And then as I was coming down, Joyce's other cat flew down the stairs and gave Taro one more smack, and then flew away.
This one's from my brother. How did Taro react?
I mean, Taro was like crying and shit. He was like, "What the fuck?
I want to go."
Yeah, he was being a little shit. But yeah, he always wants to play with them. But he'll like, I think normally, if a dog wants to successfully play with them, they just won't bark and they'll just like be around them, and they'll end up just like chilling, right?
Mm.
But Taro will always just try to bark at them, and I think they don't like it. So
That's funny.
yeah.
Do you think if Joyce's cats lived with you for 24/7 for a little bit, if they would get used to having Taro around and they wouldn't necessarily like bat him? Because I feel like at this point, even though they know who he is, they know that eventually some point you're gonna go home.
Yeah. No, I mean, even with your dog, I think if Lumi lived with us for like a week, I think they get used to each other more.
Yeah.
Like they'd end up actually like hanging out a bit more.
Yeah.
But I think like for now, like he knows, and I think everyone knows like, oh, this is a fixed duration thing.
Yeah. I can see that.
But I think with most of other animals, that's why I always want to like think about getting another dog, but it's like a lot of work.
I agree.
But I think like they'll become more social like that, like when dogs grow up together.
Me too.
Yeah.
Or sometimes when I check my Furbo camera,
Yeah.
and I see her just laying there like during the day if I'm in the office.
Yeah.
Just laying on the like carpet and not doing anything, or the rug and not doing anything. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I know for sure if there was another dog there, she would interact with them a lot more.
Yeah, they'd play a bit more and stuff and hang out.
Yeah.
Like at least if you had one other dog, you know, like they're probably getting at least they're getting at least some social interaction.
Yeah.
And you are not as worried. Whereas
Yeah.
if you only had one dog, you want to like try to bring them to like the park or like see other dogs and stuff.
And they're like, otherwise, if you're not home during the day, you're in the office and they're just mindless
yeah.
and bored as fuck for the whole 8 hours, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like sometimes people ask like, oh, like can your dog be at home like while you're at work? I'm like, he could, but like it's like a preference thing. It's like if I can help it and I can work from home while no one else is home, and I can like kind of like just let him go outside and do his own thing, and he can come in and chill with me. Like that's just better. Like we don't have to prolong suffering or anything like that. Just let them like have fun, kind of thing.
Sometimes I feel like perhaps this is not a move that offices are going towards because it's kind of hard to control dogs. But I feel like if you're a modern office and you want to be more modern and understanding of your people, you should understand that a lot of people have dogs.
Yeah.
And it's hard for everyone that has a dog to leave your dog at home for that long.
I think would be cool for like a modern office amenity is to have like a dog area.
Yeah, but I feel like there's also liabilities. But I guess you can always just easily sign a sheet to be like, whatever happens in here, whatever happens to your dog is none of our
But even just
business.
like, you know how there's like daycares close to like office buildings?
Yeah.
Like I feel like if someone did like a doggy daycare close to office building, they would make quite a bit of money too.
I agree.
Because a lot of the office people would probably be willing to like pay that just to have their dog cross the street from them. So like lunchtime they can go over there, play with their dog a bit, and then go back to work, and they know that their dog's still hanging out and stuff.
I agree. Or even if you're a big company, just have like a room or something where everyone can put their dogs.
But like you know how some office buildings they have like a gym and stuff has like a amenity, dude. Just having like that doggy daycare thing, I think that would like motivate a lot of people.
I agree.
Like go into the office
for sure.
Because for me, if they did have that, I'd be like, oh, Taro can like socialize while I'm at work. I'd rather have him that than at home.
It's a win-win. Yeah.
Like I'd rather come into the office too. Like I would like want to go into the office.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean that's.
And then if you really need, I guess, at a business standpoint, if you want your employees to work harder.
Yeah.
Or not clock off right at whatever time.
Yeah.
And you want them to rather prioritize on perhaps the culture is at least get your work done. We don't care what time you clock in, clock out.
Yeah.
Then I would imagine people would prioritize getting their work done first over saying like, oh, it's 4:30. Even though my work's not done, I'm not going to do any more shit. My dog's at home waiting for me.
Yeah. I also think there's some collaborative aspect to it. So for example, in my entire team, we all have dogs and we all brought our dog to, office daycare thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we're all like, hey, we gotta get this done. Okay, let's stay later tonight, like this work day, just to get this thing done. I think that would be more, people would be more inclined to do that. But if they have a pet, they're like, fuck you guys, I'm going home. Like, I have to go
my dog's been like alone for this long, blah, 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 all that stuff.
But then they'll be like, oh, well, our dogs are here anyways. We can just, keep staying and stuff. Like, there's no reason for me to go home. Now, I mean, that won't be the case if you have like kids and stuff like that. But also, I feel like at that point, it's like priorities are different.
Kids in there too.
But also, like, yeah, I think like it's easier to convince dog owners to like work more if they had that case.
I agree.
And then for like people with kids, there's no way to convince them to work more at all.
No way.
Like, there's no option there.
But I agree in the sense of even if you're still working the same amount of time, which should be, you should have a good work-life balance.
Yeah.
I feel like just having the space and the convenience of being able to bring your dog to work and letting your dog stay in a certain space, I feel like that would help you during the day to focus on your work and not be like, oh, my dog's at home alone, blah, 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 and worry about your dog.
Yeah. And like, your dog might bother you even if you're working from home.
Yeah.
At least if you have the space, your dog's like having fun with other dogs or like chilling with other dogs, and then you can just keep doing your work. And
I agree.
You're both maximizing your time.
I agree. Or if you have a cubicle, allow your employees to have some sort of tiny little fence by their cubicle, so you can just bring your dog and then they can just stay inside your little 4 walls.
Yeah. I don't think it will work for Taro, but yeah. You just bark at everyone that comes by.
Oh yeah.
Like, fuck you, fuck your mom. Fuck your whole family. Just anyone that walks
and the
by.
other dog's like, you hear what that guy said?
Anyone that walks by, you offended my whole fucking family.
How dare you show your face around here again?
Yeah. All right. Next one. Would you rather always have a full phone battery or a full gas tank?
Full gas tank.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't care of the phone as much as having gas.
Yeah, I agree. Your phone dying isn't, or having not having your phone die, but specifically having a full phone battery isn't as valuable as consistently always having your gas tank be full.
Yeah,
you'll save so much money that way.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, here's random ones on here. Oh, would you rather have a third nipple or an extra toe? I think third nipple. Yeah. Extra toe, dude, like my climbing shoes won't fit.
Yeah, I was thinking that
volleyball
too.
shoes won't fit. It'd just be fucking weird.
You'd have such a hard fucking time finding shoes.
Yeah. Or is third nipple
so uncomfortable. It's just there.
It's just whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's useful, that's cool. If it's not, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Would you rather live in a treehouse or a cave?
This can be a really nice treehouse or a really nice cave.
It's one or the other.
I would say the treehouse.
You think so?
Yeah. I think the cave would be great in terms of how, I don't want to say stable, but how, for lack of a better word, exclusive and private your home can be.
Yeah.
But the one part that I think would consistently worry me if I lived in a cave would be, oh, what if one day it just collapses? Just dead.
True, but what if there's like a thunderstorm and you're in a tree?
How often do caves collapse?
How often are there thunderstorms?
Not that often, right?
I don't think it's that often.
That's right. I picked a cave because my only selling point for picking a treehouse over a cave is that, oh, what if I'm just constantly worried that the cave will collapse on me? But that is true. That is an amazing, great point.
Yeah.
Thunderstorms happen far more often. And then I feel like even if it rains or it snows, you're going to have moisture problems. I mean, I guess you could waterproof your house and build it like literally any other house, but just have it be up in a fucking tree.
Yeah.
But the fact that you mentioned thunderstorms and lightning storms.
Or just some lumberjack. Just coming by. I like this tree. That'd be pretty fucked. No, I mean, I think there's a reason there's cave people and no tree people.
Yeah.
I assume there's a reason for that.
You're right.
I mean, I assume also the tree people became just like apes and shit.
Yes.
So it was just a different
The
life.
stability of your house would be significantly more if you lived in a cave.
Yeah. Well, I
I
was
see it
gonna say
unfold.
cave anyways, regardless, but I was thinking of the two. But yeah, it'd be
I'm
pretty
sold.
fucked if you live in a really tall tree house and just some guy didn't know and just start chopping wood and shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. I mean, it'd be hard to like not notice too, though.
Or someone just was driving and just ran into your tree, your whole house is gone.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, look at the guys on
Termites.
Avatar.
Oh yeah,
They fucking fucked that tree up.
that's
They all
true.
lived in a tree.
You see that your soil is starting to wash away with rain.
Yeah, yeah.
Your roots are getting exposed. Oh my god, my house.
Yeah, that'd be fucked. I mean, at least a cave.
That tree gets too fucking old.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. You pee on it one too many times. Boom. Whole thing collapse. Would you rather win 25K or your best friend win 100K? Okay, wait. Instead, best friend me or like the reverse. So
Okay.
for me, it's like you instead.
Mm. I would rather you win 100K.
Really?
The reason being,
So I'm getting 125.
you bitch. The reason, okay, did you know that the reason that you got 100K because I
for
picked?
the lack of you getting 25K.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think so.
Okay, then fuck you. I'm getting 25K.
Yeah, I think it makes like it's like the whole dilemma, but like the whole prisoner's dilemma and all that shit. Like,
Yeah.
But like if I didn't know that, if I knew, then yeah, I'd be like, oh, you made the choice, and I'd probably give you like half or something like that.
Yeah.
Right? But if I didn't,
That's
then
what I'm thinking.
it'd be like, I earned this.
Yeah, they're like, what are you talking about, Viv?
I earned this,
You want a
bitch.
high five?
What do you? I mean, like, if you could live at my place if you want
Oh yeah,
for
no
cheaper
thanks.
rent.
Yeah, in that case, no, I would get 25K.
Yeah, I think everyone can logically say that. I mean, like it makes you be like you'd feel nice for them, but like it's gonna ruin a friendship. You knowing you had to make a choice to give them that, and them not knowing that would I think ruin a friendship.
Really? You think it would ruin it?
I'm like, bitch, I gave you 100K, motherfucker.
Like, what do you mean? No, you didn't. Like, yes, this random genie came up to me and asked me if I would rather take 25K or give my best friend 100K. And you're like, are you fucking nuts?
Yeah, because then if not, you're delusional,
Yeah.
so that would ruin you, and then
Yeah.
potentially your friendship because you
Oh, you're right.
spite that a little
You're
bit,
right.
or your friend would be like, you're crazy. I don't want to be friends with you anymore.
Yeah. What are you talking about? This 100K fell out of the sky just for me.
Yeah, so I think logically it'd have to be the 25K.
Yeah, I think overall the 25K.
You know, I could get 125. Would you rather travel? Oh, I think we did this question before. Would you rather travel the world for free for a year or have $50,000 to spend however you please? I think do we
Travel.
this question? I think it was.
I don't think so.
Oh,
Not this specifically.
I thought.
I think it was like flying all around the world.
Oh
or
yeah,
something,
you're right. I think travel for free for a year is worth 50K or more.
I agree.
It just depends on how much. What's the limits they give you? But if it's no limits, I think it's way worth it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'd be like fucking Abu Dhabi, the best fucking hotel. I'm gonna go to Antarctica.
Just go fucking everywhere.
Yeah,
Just literally be like, all right, around the world in
I'm gonna go both
365
Koreas.
I'll do useless shit I'd imagine at some point
Yeah,
you'd be like, yeah, I kind of ran out of places that I want to go. Like, I'm not going to visit every single city in the world, but I visit every single continent. I visited as many provinces or countries as I want. I know. But I'm saying, at some point, I imagine you would do some stupid side quest
Oh,
and be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know what, I'm going to go hunt in the Amazon jungle for like a week.
Yeah,
Just because I have the time and the space and I can just fly out of here whenever I want.
Yeah,
Call
yeah,
a
yeah.
helicopter.
100%. I feel like you would be pretty satisfied with your life.
I'd
after that
imagine,
1
yeah.
year. Like maybe the rest of your life is shit compared to that, but
Yeah.
at least you did it.
You'd always be like, back in my day, that 1 year when I traveled
Yeah.
around the world.
Yeah, you'd have that one bucket list thing. You'd have all the stories.
Yes.
It'd be totally worth it.
You'd always only refer back to that 1 year in your life.
Dude, you know what'd be sick? Travel the world for free for a year. Go to a random TV producer and be like, I want to make a show about my experience.
Oh, shit.
Boom. You
Cool.
get both.
That's true.
But then it'd have to be after the fact. You'd have to like do it and be like, dude, I want to do a mini docuseries about all the things I did. But
Yeah.
like for this docuseries, dude, we had to do it again. But like, you know, you guys had to pay for it and bring me out there.
I agree.
And I've
That's
already done
pretty
it
sick.
once, so it makes it smoother and shit. I mean, I think someone would probably be like, that sounds like a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of a hook, you know?
I'd imagine, yeah, it would be because a lot of people dream about being able to travel freely into wherever without any limitations.
Yeah. Okay, would you rather you to only be able to talk to your dog, or for your dog to be able to talk to only you?
My dog to be able to my dog to be able to only talk to me. If I could only talk to my dog,
That's right.
like, does that mean I can never talk to anyone else ever?
No. Like, oh, actually, I'm not sure. Actually, this is a kind of a weird question too. I feel like this question should be modified for like understanding. It's also surprising on this list, question 69. So that's why. I did it. But yeah, I don't know. This is kind of a weird question because yeah, that wouldn't make sense either. That'd be kind of fucked up. The current status quo is good, but if I could understand him, it'd be great.
Yes, I agree. I'd imagine another take on that question would be you can only talk to your dog, but your dog never fucking understands you. Like, you basically have a dumbass dog. You tell your dog to sit and he goes, like, runs off.
Yeah. I don't know. If he's cute, it'd be okay.
That'd be so fucking annoying.
It would be, but it is what it is. Would you rather have a mullet for a year or be bald for 6 months? I guess, wait, a girl having a mullet's not that bad, is it?
I guess you look really hipster.
Do you have to like shave the sides and shit? Oh. I'd probably do bald because I'm pretty close to that. Like, I'm not far off.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'll look better not bald, but
I would imagine for guys, this choice wouldn't be as crazy.
well, mullets just, for me at least, it's just a lot of effort.
Yeah.
It's just like annoying, you know what I mean? Like, I hate the hair sweat when it's like I have too much hair and I like work out and it's like always hot up here. But having short hair, it's nice. It's like instant cool down.
How long? You know how a mullet is like business in front, party in the back, or whatever, and the hair in the back is longer?
Yeah.
How long can that hair be? Is there a certain limitation for how long that hair
is there a
be?
definition for mullet, you think?
Can you search it up? Because I'm thinking I cut most of my hair short, but I leave the back as long as it currently is. The mullet is a hairstyle in which the haircut is shorter at the front, top and sides is longer in the back. Oh, that's it. So technically, this picture of, what was his name?
Wait, let's see some female mullets. Maybe some of them are rocking them. I mean, this girl looks pretty good with the mullet. It doesn't even look like a mullet.
Well, I guess that looks extremely layered.
So, I mean, some girls rock the mullet.
I mean, yeah, these ones with the afros are not bad. I guess it could
or
be
bald.
No, I think I would definitely choose a mullet.
Bald females.
Yeah, I would choose a mullet.
Shit, you just ripping on these girls. Alright, fair enough.
For sure, I would choose a mullet. No hate on people who choose to be bald.
What do you mean?
But as a female, with it not being so much of a common thing, I'd imagine everyone would think that I have cancer.
I mean, that's only if you shave your eyebrows too, no?
Not necessarily. If I showed up one day after you haven't seen me for a bit and I had no hair,
yeah,
would you think I just shaved it just to shave it? Would you think I have some sort of illness?
I'd be like, who hurt you?
Yeah, I'm having my Britney Spears moment.
Yeah, like what happened? Which nudes got out? Oh, I think this is an easy one. Would you rather be alone all your life or surrounded by really annoying people?
Alone all my life.
I think so too.
Fuck that shit.
People in my life right now that I'm willing to sacrifice everyone else just to not deal with them. Okay, these are pretty easy. Like, this one's an easy one. Would you rather give up your cell phone for a month or bathing for a month?
Oh, cell phone. Yeah.
That one's easy, I think.
Do you think there's anyone that would pick the latter,
Yeah,
though?
I think the entire generation before us.
That's disgusting.
I think so.
Before or after? Oh, before.
Like,
Yes.
younger than us.
I see.
Or,
Oh,
I guess
after.
after. Sorry,
Yeah.
after. Yeah, the entire generation after us. Let's see. Would you rather buy all used underwear or all used toothbrushes?
Oh my god. Both are so repulsive. That's disgusting. Okay. Are they washed and cleaned? Or they're just used?
They're used, I guess. They used underwear for me, probably. As long as it's not nothing tight, you know. I think it should be okay. Leave an air gap, you know.
Damn it, that's... Oh my god, I'm like torn.
The hygiene in Viv.
Both are equally pretty gross. Okay, because what I'm thinking of is if I picked getting used underwear, I'm thinking, okay, I would have to wear another female's underwear. What if they have some sort of yeast infection, or
But
they're...
it's washed, isn't it? I mean, you can wash it.
I mean, yeah, but then I'm just... I feel like the mental aspect of it makes me feel like I'm never going to be actually clean.
Yeah.
Or they have some sort of pH imbalance, and then you see in their underwear it's like bleached or it's fucked up in some way, shape, or form. Then I'm like, that's going directly on me.
Yeah,
What the hell? Or the latter, also the same thing. What if this person has really bad dental hygiene? And they just, yeah, it's terrible. Then I'm putting that into my mouth. I really should die.
I mean, I think it's harder to clean a toothbrush than underwear. That's my thought. So I was like, oh, I could just fucking bleach this shit.
Sure.
Just not wear underwear.
Fuck, that's disgusting.
But I cannot not brush my teeth.
I think I would rather pick the toothbrush, so I can have underwear that's new and clean it myself.
Yeah.
And then I'll have somebody else's toothbrush. But I think at that point, I don't know, this is probably cheating the question. At that point, I'd find alternatives to manually brushing my teeth, like fucking toothpaste tablets or some shit.
Yeah, that's definitely cheating the question. You had to brush your teeth and wear underwears every day.
Yeah, I'd probably pick toothbrush.
Let's see what else there is. Can you think of a good would you rather on the spot?
Can you show it on the screen?
Here's one. Would you rather talk like Yoda or breathe like Darth Vader? I'd rather talk like Yoda because I think this guy has fucking sleep apnea issues and all this
Breathe
other
like
shit.
Darth Vader.
I think Darth Vader's mouth breathing the whole time, guys.
He takes off his fucking mask and his jaw is underdeveloped and crazy. And he's like, I've never understood why. It's because you're a fucking mouth breather.
Fucking mouth
Let me
breathing.
teach you about the benefits of breathing through your nose.
Yes.
Would you rather work for Michael Scott or Mr. Burns? Michael
Scott. He seems like a fun boss.
Yeah, he seems like a genuinely boss.
Good guy and just like a dumbass boss.
I agree. Oh, would you rather live until you're 200 and look your age, or look like you're 22 your whole life but die at 65?
200.
200.
I don't care about my looks too much.
I think looking at my current age looks pretty decent.
Oh, would you
Pretty
rather
good.
spend the weekend with pirates or ninjas?
Ninjas.
Ninjas, 100%. Pirates are gross.
Fuck pirates. I don't give a shit.
They're stinky
Ain't me.
and disgusting.
Yeah.
Wait, do you think that's racist of us? So instantly say ninjas and think pirates are gross.
Alright, what would be another one? Would you rather spend the weekend with...
Vikings?
Yeah, I was thinking Vikings too. I was going to say from How to Train Your Dragon people. Yeah, I would say do ninjas.
Ninjas? Or you mean Vikings, ninjas, or pirates? Or
Yeah.
Vikings or pirates?
Within the three, I would still rather pick ninjas.
Yeah, I think ninjas first and samurai second. Because we're racist as fuck. Let's see. What's another good one? Whoa, this is an easy one, isn't it? Would you rather win the lottery but have to spend it all in one day, or triple your current salary forever?
Triple my current salary.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Wait, triple my current salary forever?
Oh,
How long would it take for me to make the amount of my... But then I can't really... I'd have to spend it all in one day.
Okay, if you win the lottery but you spend it all in one day, you could still kind of set yourself up for life.
Kind of.
Depending on how the processes work.
Yeah.
Or how you spend
Okay, if
stuff.
it's like you can't put it into any funds or anything like that,
You just have to spend it on...
you just buy a really fucking nice house that you can sell right away. That's the only other way.
Okay.
But that's fucked too.
I would think more so I would spend the lottery on opening different businesses. And
yeah, that's the same as essentially having all these funds then. That's like no difference, you know what I mean? Like it's still a shell for your money.
So I cannot, I have to buy.
No, I think, I mean, you could buy a business, I guess. I guess that's a pretty fair purchase if you won the lottery.
Yeah.
Like, I want to buy all the Pizza 73s in Edmonton.
Yeah.
For example, I mean, I'm sure it's more than how much the lottery's worth, but I want to buy all the North Side Pizza 73s, for example, for those millions of dollars. I mean, that's way better than tripling my current salary.
Yeah, exactly.
I think. But
then you get passive income for life.
But you get that deal done in one day. When the lottery, but have to spend it all in one day, right? So that means the deal has to be done in that day.
I guess not necessarily, but you can spend the money in that day. You can wait for it to get approved of, but you're still spending the money.
I see. I mean, yeah, I guess you could be like, what's the value of this? I'll like
just
double
take it out of my account right now.
It'd almost be like
you could work on the papers later.
It's like if all of these stores are worth $30 million, you'd be like, I'll pay you $45 million. I'll pay you extra 1.5x the value.
Sure this is
if you get this deal done today, like right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, I guess the lottery in one day is much better than the
the
triple
set yourself up. Buy businesses, buy investment properties, buy.
Yeah, because it take you almost 100 years to make that much if it's just based off salary.
That's true.
Yeah, but I know. I guess it makes sense. Yeah. Let's see what else.
Can you imagine how kind of crazy it is for other people if their current financial status is that they can spend millions every single day and it won't really affect them?
Yeah, it's called being a billionaire, right?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. You have a completely different mindset at that point.
Yeah.
An outlook on life.
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. So the people who earned it, I feel like their mindset are still the same as ours. Not like same, but like as in they're still kind of humbled because they probably started from very little to earn it that much. But the people who inherited, that's a different story.
Oh yeah, completely.
Yeah. So that's a rather precarious situation. Would you rather have a South Park themed wedding or a Family Guy themed funeral? What the fuck? Okay, South Park themed wedding.
Really? I was gonna say Family Guy themed funeral. The reason being is because I'm fucking dead. I don't give a shit what happens.
Oh, I think South Park's hilarious, so I would love to have a South Park themed wedding. That'd be fucking hilarious. It's actually for my enjoyment. To be honest.
Yes, of course. If I were to have a wedding, I would want it to have a lot of florals in it. Like a fuck ton of flowers.
You could have paper like flowers.
And lights.
You could have
a lot of little lights.
You could have flowers that look 2D. Can't you? Would you rather have to hunt and gather all your food or eat McDonald's for every meal?
Eat McDonald's for every meal.
I think
the convenience of that would be.
I think I'd die if I had to hunt and gather all my food.
What if it was like hunt and gather in a like hunting park or whatever they're called?
Oh, so there's just deers everywhere. I just have to shoot a bow blindly and then one of them dies.
Yeah.
Just close your eyes, wham, and then one of them dies. No, that's what I'm eating tonight.
Yeah, I feel like McDonald's just because hunting and processing it and doing all that killing and stuff.
Oh, it's not bad actually. I think if there was this thing called hunting and farming park, I could just have to get all my food. I think it wouldn't be too bad.
What if there actually was one, like slightly outside of Edmonton?
I think you would spend a week processing all your meat that you could eat for the whole year.
Yeah. Would you commit to that if that was something that you could do in Edmonton?
Yeah. I would. I mean, I wouldn't hunt because I can't it's against my religion.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
So you would not.
It just feels weird killing something.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do it.
I can't even kill most bugs.
Yeah, it'd be a rough one for me. Would you rather have police hunting you down for a crime you didn't commit or a serial killer actually hunting you?
Police hunting me down for a crime I didn't commit. I think I'm I'm a glass half full, very optimistic person. And I would imagine that eventually they would realize that I didn't actually commit the crime.
Yeah.
Versus a serial killer actually hunting you, I'd be paranoid 24/7.
That's true. But what if you're black?
So much I could say right now.
It changes everything, doesn't it?
I'm dead either way.
Maybe, but also, what if you live in the hood? A serial killer may not get to you before it dies.
You're right.
But yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe this question actually changes if you're black.
Okay, if I lived in the hood,
Because okay, think about it. If you're black and the police was hunting you down for a crime you didn't commit, that's an execution right there. Unfortunately,
the neighborhood's going down.
yeah. But a serial killer, you could maybe fight them back a little bit ish.
Just do your grocery shopping at night. You're fine.
Do it in the hood. No one will fuck with you. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I guess as a Asian Canadian citizen, I think as Asian Canadian, I think I have better chances with the police.
Oh, for sure.
But other stuff, I'm not sure. If you're black or native or Mexican, I don't know if this answer is the same anymore.
I agree.
Unfortunately for them.
Would you rather find your soulmate or your calling?
Oh, probably my calling. I think. Fuck.
You know what I'm thinking right now? I know in the question where it was like, would you rather find your one true love or all that shit, I answered the other one.
Yeah.
I forgot what the question was.
Win the lottery or find your true love?
Oh yeah, or win the lottery or find your true love. I answered that I would rather win the lottery, but I think in this one, I would actually rather find my soulmate. The reason being, even though they seem like they could be really similar questions, the reason being is because I feel like I already know what I want to do with my life. And I already know how I want to do all these things. And even if I don't, even if it could be something completely different than what I currently believe I know, I think to the extent of what I do currently know, it satisfies me enough. And I feel satiated in the point where like that discovery and whatever path I'm going on right now makes me happy enough to make it so that if I have a completely different calling, it's fine.
But that's not a fair question. That'd be a fair question if you also had a boyfriend right now.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Because you already have a job, so then you're saying like you already have a job, so knowing your calling or not doesn't really, or you already have a career, so knowing your calling or not doesn't affect you, but you don't technically have a soulmate right now, right? But if you already was in a relationship or something like that, right? Or not in a relationship, but like not really know the feeling, but I guess like actually, I'm not too sure, because like what I'm saying is like it works one way, as in like you already have a career.
I think it works both ways.
So then you rather find your soulmate, right? But what if say you're married, right? You already found your soulmate, but then we have to ask this question retrospectively.
What do you mean by that?
So that means like, okay, go back 5 years before you met your husband. Would you rather find your soulmate or your calling now?
Oh, I thought you were gonna go down a totally different path. I thought you were gonna say, what if you're in a relationship right now, but you're not sure if this person's your soulmate?
Oh, I mean,
like they match you 70%, but you're not sure if they're the one.
Yeah, like okay, yeah, that's a pretty good scenario too. What if it's that and you also have a career at the time, so you have both those things, right?
Yeah.
So pretty much you have a lower version of both the things in the question right now. The question would be like, what would you sacrifice?
I would still rather find my soulmate because for me, I think career-wise, even if comp-sci tech isn't necessarily my calling in the future, and I find out one day that it's not, I think I'm satisfied enough and I have enough drive to focus on my career and to build my career in any sense that fulfills me. That I'd rather find my soulmate in that sense, because that's not necessarily something that I have as much passion or drive towards finding.
Okay.
Well, like I could one day find out that tech is like just actually not for me. And then I feel like even if that was the case, I'm still career driven enough to find something that works.
Like, I guess the trickier question would be like, if you're currently happily married and in a good career that you like, go back 5 years from now and pick one, your soulmate or your calling, right?
That's true.
Then that'd be a much difficult,
like which one would you rather give up?
Yeah, difficult question, right? Because then you have to sacrifice. Knowing you know something already and then having to sacrifice is much harder than getting something that you don't know.
I agree. So what would you say in your shoes then? Because I feel like you're kind of similar in that, or not similar, you're kind of in that scenario that you just painted where you have your quote soulmate or the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, and then you also have a career that you fucking love.
Yeah, I think it'd be I think I'm always more romantic. I think it's the soulmate.
Mm,
But like, I mean, I understand your point of view. It's like you don't know what you don't know, so it doesn't hurt you.
yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah. So then the calling part doesn't matter as much, right? Whereas like the lottery was a definitive thing.
Yeah,
It was like money, right?
exactly. I can see it. I can see why some people would pick their calling too, because through some friends and some people I've known previously, apparently, or not apparently, to some people, if they don't have a lot of obvious passions in life,
Yeah.
I can see how it can be really confusing and really difficult to find something that you're passionate in if they're not innately somebody who's passionate about a lot of things.
Yeah.
So that it can be easy for them to connect with people, but when they're thinking about their career or things that they may want to do with their life, they can be like, I genuinely don't fucking know what I want to do.
Yeah.
I have no actual passions. I can understand why someone would pick that
To make it
to
a
pick
hard,
their
like,
calling.
yeah, to make it a hard would you rather question.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's do one or two more. Then we're done. Would you rather never get a cold ever again or never be stuck in traffic ever again?
I would say never get a cold again.
Same
like
here.
Whenever I get sick, I stay sick for quite a long time.
Same here, only because I feel like the consequences of colds are much more lame than traffic. Traffics are just kind of like a little bit of time. Okay, actually,
Lame?
It's actually unfair because what we have here in Edmonton isn't really traffic.
Oh, true.
Like,
Imagine.
could you imagine LA traffic?
Yeah,
3
you're stuck for a
hours or
couple
some
hours
shit?
every day.
Yeah. Then I'd have to reconsider. Because the amount of time I sacrifice now is maybe considerably more if I'm stuck in traffic all the time.
If that was the case and I lived in LA, then I would definitely try to get a autonomous driving car so I can be productive during those 3 hours. Then in that case, I don't think I would really be bothered that I'm stuck in traffic for 3 hours because I can at least do something. But if you didn't have an autonomous driving car, then you'd have.
Yeah. I mean, if you're rich, you could just do that. You just get a driver.
Oh, true. Then you can like kind of do whatever while you're trying to get to one destination.
But if you're rich, you
another.
also probably don't really get codes either.
I don't. I guess so. I
mean,
guess that could.
Magic Johnson.
Conspiracy theory wise, could be a
Magic
possibility.
Johnson's one of the ones who proved AIDS could be cured.
Who's Magic Johnson? Isn't that
Yeah, who got
someone who's a
AIDS but is
dick or
really
something?
fucking rich.
Okay. How does Magic Johnson sound like something to do with dicks?
No, it's Magic Johnson. He proved that AIDS could be cured just with a lot of fucking money.
But yeah, I think I would rather never get a cold because I feel like also when you get older,
Yeah.
any type of sickness can be more detrimental than when you were younger.
Yeah. 100%. Oh, here's a tricky one. Would you rather confess to cheating on your partner or catch your partner cheating on you?
Oh, I think I'm a little selfish in this sense. I rather confess than catch because I feel like confessing hurts less for me personally.
I think catching is fucking so brutal. That's like PTSD right there.
Yeah.
All right. What's the last one you want to do? Is there a good last one you see?
Let's see. Wait, if you go up, I saw one.
So a good one?
I don't know if it was good, but would you rather lose your long-term memory or your short-term memory?
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Wait, you can't make long-term memories without short-term memories.
I guess that just means you can't make any more long-term memories.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Like you're just stuck with what you already have as long-term memory.
You have Alzheimer's this age.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck. Alzheimer's this age? No, dude, you have to have short-term memory. To do anything, you need short-term memory.
What about if you have Alzheimer's? Is that Alzheimer's or Alzheimer's?
Alzheimer's. You have long-term memory, you don't have short-term memory. But you have just enough, you don't have short-term memory. Like, you literally didn't remember you just ate.
Yeah.
You literally couldn't function in society without short-term memory.
Yeah.
And without long-term memory, you can't function either, though.
Yeah. Either way, you'd
Like,
be
you're dead.
disabled to some extent.
Like, without long-term memory, you're literally a child.
Yeah, you're like a child. Every single day you wake up and you're like...
Oh, yeah, I'd rather do that then.
Like a child?
I mean, if I lose my short-term memory, I'd always earn for the ability to get my long-term memory or get my memories in check, right? Whereas if I always only have short-term memory, I'm literally living in the exact moment all the time, right? I mean,
like
it sucks for everyone else around me in both situations. But what's less sucky for me is probably losing my long-term memory.
I can see that. You're either living as Dory or an Alzheimer's person or Alzheimer's.
This is a weird question because it's like, would you rather lose your long-term memory now, or would you rather lose your short-term memory? Because you can't, technically, if you lose your short-term memory forever, you also lose your long-term memory.
Technically, like over time. But let's imagine for this scenario, your long-term memory will always stay there, just as bright and sharp as.
Oh, okay. And then you
just never create any more long-term memories.
Because you can't create short-term memories? Okay.
Yeah, because you can't create short-term memories.
Yeah, I would rather just only have short-term memories, so I'll lose my long-term. I'd just be living like a child.
Yeah, that's a really good argument, actually. Originally, I was going to pick that I would rather lose my short-term memory.
Yeah.
But then I think, the argument would...
You'd suffer. You'd be suffering.
I'd always rely on somebody else 24/7.
I mean, both cases you rely on someone else 24/7. But in one case, you would suffer the yearning of making memories and living a normal life again.
You'd be confused all the time. Versus the other one, you're kind of just confused, but you're like happy-go-lucky confused because you don't really know.
Yeah, you're just derp.
You're just dumb.
Yeah, that's it.
To a degree.
All right, cool. Fun would you rathers. I don't think we do into anything that crazy though, but that's cool. We know a bit more.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
All right. That's it for our filler episode. I don't know when we're posting this, so whenever it is.
You guys will hear it.
Yep. Fun. Cool. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.